Hello gamers, today we are going to talk about Marauders and their biggest update yet. The Guilds update, you guessed it, they added guilds to the game, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's not waste any more time and dive right in, because quite a bit has been added, reworked and fixed. One last thing, I have a blog where I have written tons of content about Marauders, and I keep updating them with each update. So if you are a beginner and need to get up to speed with the game, head to episgamer.blog/Marauders. The Guilds update introduces a significant game-changing feature. Players can create guilds if they meet certain requirements. Joining guilds is free for players at any level. Guild captains, who are the creators of the guild, can name the guild and choose a patch design. These patches are visible in the main menu, on banners, and on the player's cosmetics and gear for all guild members. Guild features include a guild chat, guild trader, and a hideout. The hideout is a private base called with unlimited access for guild members. The hideout's features and areas unlock as the guild progresses to higher levels. Progression is tied to extracting with an enemy guild's patch. Players without a guild or with mixed guild members in their crew have a freebooter status. This status means they won't bring in a lootable guild patch, and any enemy guild patches extracted will be void. Each patch is worth 1 point for the guild. Raider mode currently assigns the freebooter status. To build XP towards progressing the guild, players should ensure they are in a guild and all members of their crew are in the same guild when entering a match. The guild hideout offers various activities, including a firing range, a bar, and a kill house for practicing with teammates. You may navigate to the guilds panel by clicking on the social tab, and then on the guilds tab to search for a guild, or create one if you meet the requirements you see on screen. New map, the Planet Killer. The Planet Killer base is a newly introduced raid location in the game. This facility is dedicated to the production and launch of nuclear warheads with the capability to turn any planet into glass from orbit. The base is designed for ship docking only, with defensive turrets in place to protect it. Notable landmarks within the base include a railway system, industrial workshops, and a prominent feature, a nuclear missile launcher. Additionally, there is a depot and a vault on the Planet Killer map, while also featuring locked rooms like the security room for extra loot. This raid location is available on Raider mode as well. It's a vastly different map from what we have played before. Seems like verticality played a huge role when the devs were designing the map. In other words, you will climb a lot of stairs, navigate up and down between levels 1 and 2, and generally walk into big corridors that are going to leave you exposed. Walk slow. Listen to what is going on around you and check windows and other areas that are higher up than you. You never know when you might bump into an enemy marauder. Main menu rework. The main menu has been reworked to seamlessly integrate new mechanics introduced with the Guilds update. Several notable changes have been implemented to enhance user experience and streamline navigation. The main menu has been restructured for better unity and improved flow, ensuring a more cohesive user interface. Guilds and Friends systems. New UI elements have been introduced to accommodate the Guilds and Friends systems, making it easier for players to engage with these features. Simplified crewing up. The process of crewing up has been simplified, requiring less navigation in and out of menus. This aims to provide a more straightforward and user-friendly experience for players forming crews. Crew text. Chat. A new addition to the main menu is the inclusion of crew text chat, allowing players to communicate more effectively with their crew members. Expanded Shopkeeper UI. The Shopkeeper UI has been expanded, providing access to multiple shops from within the main menu. This enhancement offers greater convenience for players looking to explore and purchase items across various in-game shops. The development team has intentionally left some placeholder and work-in-progress elements within the UI. The primary focus is on refining the flow and feel of the updated user interface before finalizing certain design elements. This approach allows the team to gather valuable feedback from players, addressing any pain points, issues, or areas that may need improvement. By releasing the changes in stages and collecting user input, the developers aim to ensure that the final version of the UI meets player expectations and provides a sturdy, user-friendly experience. The iterative process of phasing out placeholders over future updates indicates a commitment to continuous improvement and responsiveness to player feedback. Trader rework. The trader system has undergone a rework in which faction traders are now consistently accessible instead of being on rotation. However, access to the CE, UA and KA traders requires reaching Level 1 faction XP. The Pirate faction is unlocked from the beginning with a 40% cost reduction. Guild traders are available when part of a guild. The shop's available items have been rearranged and certain items have been removed. While these changes are not final, each faction trader now offers items following a specific theme. For example, Captain Wolf, CE, focuses on high damage and armor items. Major Rosie, UA, specializes in medical and military supplies. And Overlord, KA, offers a selection of special weapons. XP Overhaul. During the initial public test environment, PTE, it became apparent that the XP requirements per level were not as intended. They were deemed broken. This led to minimal differences between early levels and a flatter progression curve later on, contrary to the intended exponential growth. To address this issue, comprehensive changes were made and tested in the second PTE, resulting in a much improved experience. To avoid the perception of a simple increase in XP requirements, the game now offers players various methods to earn XP, aiming for a more balanced progression. For instance, completing trades with specific ones offering significantly high XP amounts contributes to XP gain. There has been a substantial rebalancing for NPC kills, such as the Warden now providing over 1,000 XP, and larger XP gains for completing missions in the Zero to Hero campaign. These adjustments are expected to create a more consistent and engaging experience, providing players with diverse opportunities for exciting advancements in their progression. A new addition to the arsenal is the Grease Gun, a 45 caliber submachine gun. Distinguishing itself from other SMGs, the Grease Gun delivers higher damage and boasts a tighter hip-firing spread. However, its drawback lies in a slower fire rate, emphasizing the importance of strategic engagement and ensuring you have the advantage before unleashing sustained fire. The Grease Gun can be discovered in various locations, including its stock and suppressor. Notably, it serves as the standard issue among UA Marines, adding a unique and powerful option to the available weaponry in the game. New attachments. The game has introduced 14 new attachments, accompanied by a significant rebalancing of the attachment distribution during raids. Additionally, a new in-raid feature has been implemented, allowing players to add and remove attachments directly while the weapon is equipped in their hands. This feature aims to enhance the looting experience, providing players with the flexibility to modify and improve their weapons on the fly during the course of a raid. This introduces a dynamic element to gameplay, allowing for strategic adjustments and improvements without the need to leave the action. Shotguns have received a substantial buff in an effort to integrate them into the game's meta and assess their impact. Presently, all shotguns deal the same amount of damage, firing 12 pellets with variations in spread. The intention is to enhance their effectiveness, particularly against lower-tier armored targets. The development team is eager to gather player feedback on this adjustment and invites players to share their thoughts on the newfound power of shotguns. This update also introduces the Heavy Liberator, a new shotgun variant that can be discovered in vaults. I can confirm that shotguns are indeed the meta in the Guild's update. Even the Terminator is kind of viable right now. Now you can put the trench gun to good use, considering there is a drum mag for it. In my opinion, shotguns need to be reduced from 12 pellets to 11 or 10. It seems like sometimes shotguns excel a bit too much in certain scenarios where shotguns shouldn't. Otherwise, this shotgun buff was much needed. Shotguns have suffered since the beginning of the game, but now they have become the meta gun of choice. Enemy AI improvements. In response to ongoing player discussions and feedback, significant adjustments have been made to NPC behavior in the game. The goal is to address concerns about NPCs being overly aggressive and overly sensitive to sight and sound cues, resulting in a more diverse range of behaviors. The changes aim to allow NPCs to exhibit a broader spectrum of actions, including patrolling, camping, and looting, rather than constantly charging at targets. While this adjustment may sometimes make NPCs appear unaware, it opens up new possibilities for gameplay strategies, such as sneaking up behind them and observing their activities, including looting. This modification has introduced interesting and varied playstyles, providing players with more dynamic interactions with NPCs. The development team acknowledges that NPCs may seem clueless in certain situations, but they are enthusiastic about the potential this change brings to the overall gaming experience. Monitoring player feedback, the team remains open to further adjustments to ensure a balanced and engaging NPC experience. Raider v2. The existing Raider mode maps, Mining Frigate and Merchant Ship, are being replaced by 2 new maps, Planet Killer Base and Terraformer. Increased player count. The player count for Raider mode has been increased from 6 to 8. This expansion aims to provide a larger play space and more dynamic player interactions. Introduction of NPCs. NPCs have been added to Raider mode, enhancing the overall experience and introducing new strategic elements. Players now have the opportunity to engage with NPCs, adding complexity to gameplay while also having more options to acquire better gear. Expanded play space. The addition of the new maps and increased player count contributes to a larger play space, providing players with more opportunities for exploration, combat, and strategic decision-making. Opportunity for substantial rewards. The mention of winning big suggests that players can aim for substantial rewards by going for NPC kits. This encourages diverse playstyles and strategic choices during Raider mode. Quality of life improvements. The changes in Raider mode v2.0 are designed to refresh the gameplay experience, offering a larger and more dynamic environment with the introduction of new maps, increased player count, and the inclusion of NPCs. Players are encouraged to explore the expanded play space and capitalize on the opportunities presented by engaging with both human opponents and NPCs. These are the most impactful changes so far, but the developers squashed a ton of bugs, made a ton of improvements to sound, weapon balancing, and more. Here are my top 5 quality of life fixes. Exit gate starts at 5 minutes instead of 10 new unlockable cosmetic. Bandit head and suit traders are all present at all times, and each of them has a theme. For instance, Captain Wolf focuses on armor and high damage weapons. Bandages heal 20 HP over 4 seconds from 12 HP in 4 seconds. NPCs have a bigger respawn window, from 100 seconds to 200 seconds. Sometimes it felt the AI had no end. And that wraps up the guild update for Marauders. At the time of recording, you can grab the game for €20 or the equivalent in your currency. The update was huge, but it won't stop there. The guild's feature was just a first iteration. Consider liking and subscribing because I will keep covering Marauders and make content for it for quite a bit. I would like to thank you for sticking to the end. See you on the next one, gamers.